Greetings fellow survivors and welcome to another episode of 7 Days to Die. I'm Small Archangel and I'm glad you can join me today. Please excuse my mining helmet light going weird, which is what it seems to do when I'm aiming a crossbow. Not quite sure why it does that. A little bit buggy, does my head in. Anyway, in today's episode, hopefully we are going to do what I intended on doing yesterday, which is finishing the structure of my main base, which is very far from finished. But yesterday we were kind of rudely interrupted by the appearance of a huge random horde. And they did a pretty good number on my temporary base here. I have been round and done a little bit of repairing. Mostly that has involved filling holes in the walls up with rebar. So I hope I'm going to have enough rebar now as a result of having to patch stuff up. Because that was, But I don't want this this place kind of falling over while I'm still kind of living on top of it, obviously. And as you can see, the feral horde yesterday did do a pretty good floating carcass. Nice. Did do a pretty good number on the place. So there we go. Anyway, so today, on with the plan to build. Hopefully today I'm going to be able to finish the main structure of the building, which is just the defensive part of it, and then after that I will be able to get on and build the rest of the base. And as I say, it's going to be my HQ base, so it's going to be the one where I'm going to have to spend quite a lot of time looting to stock it up, because the idea behind an HQ base... Can I aim straight? Not really. The idea behind my HQ base is that I've got a really secure location in which to store enough stuff so that even if one of my other bases gets completely overrun by Zeds, I've still got stores set by. But I'm kind of looking forward to getting it done now so that I can go out and about in the world to looting and what have you. I like to mix up my gameplay a bit of building, bit of looting, bit of fighting, all that kind of thing. And there's a couple of caves over there. There's one you can just see on the edge of the lake, and then there's another one kind of further back over there, which I really want to go check out as well, because it's actually been ages since I've been down a cave in this game. But they can be really good repositories for good ores like iron ore, so I'm hoping I'm going to find some iron ore down there, because obviously I need to stock up this base with such essentials. And it'd be great if there was some coal ore down there as well, because my burn biome's really quite a long way away from here, so a bit of a schlep. But I'd probably have to do some night running to get there and back in time. Okay, so here we are. This is how we left it the episode before last. I have managed to upgrade one and a bit of the outside walls, and then we've got the first part of the structure in there. So what I'm planning on doing today is getting the rest built as much as is possible, so we get as much as possible completed today. Now I have got some wood frames in here, which is good. We're going to need those. I've got some more rebar, so I'll add those to there. Don't think I need anything else that's in there. Okay, so I've got some more wood frames here, which are currently being used as scaffolding. I'm going to need some more scaffolding. Actually, probably the best thing to do here is to build some scaffolding on the outside here. Up. There we go. And then I can just walk across like a bridge. The other thing I could probably do is that sort of thing. But for the time being, no, I need my rebar. I'm just gonna do a couple of extra blocks worth of height here. There we go, and then This bit is roughly as tall again as we've already built, but the top of this is sort of, that's kind of the complicated bit, so forgive me if I talk nonsense or not at all. Just kind of trying not to mess up, because while concrete, reinforced concrete is really strong stuff which makes it great for building with, it's a pain if you happen to do it wrong. Because then, yeah, all of a sudden you find you've got to chip away at a lot of layers and it's a real waste of resources too. So I think this is right. It's bugging out because I've got a sort of a gap above my head, which is entirely intentional. Okay, so must not upgrade my wood scaffolding by accident, but I think that is correct. We've got a layer there with a hole, so there's going to be a continuous hole running all the way through the middle of the base. That is intentional. 2 layers high. Yeah, okay, I think that's about right. So we'll upgrade this now, or at least as far as the wood outside on the form is concerned. And then make sure that I can actually, yeah, I might go up here actually. I'm always a little bit nervous about doing this because they have a nasty way of kind of collapsing when you do this, because all of a sudden the structure of the rebar does, you know, gets, I don't know, it loses some of its integrity when you put the kind of siding on it. So it won't be going any higher than this until, kind of nervous about walking on it now, until I've added the concrete. So I don't know what the durability of wet concrete is, but it's kind of better than the forms on their own. Okay, so now some concrete. I was making loads and loads of concrete last night. Absolute shed loads of the stuff, so we should have plenty. I'm going to start with the legs, because they have to bear the weight of the whole thing. And then go into crouch mode, because it's going to drive me mad otherwise. Uh-oh, I need to do the corners, I think. You can tell I've, you know, had issues with collapsing stuff before. I have. And that's not what you want, the whole base collapsing on your head. Again, it's a terrible waste of resources. This concrete's taken me many hours of sweating over my forge to produce. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time now, just in case. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time upgrading the walls down here. I've done all the corner blocks already, just to make sure that I didn't forget them and miss them out, because that'd be a bit of a fail. But I'm gonna upgrade all the way around here now, off camera, because it's not the most interesting thing you ever saw. And then hopefully by the time I'm done, that will have, you know, sort of solidified, and it'll be safe to finish doing the top. So I'll start filming again when I've done this boring bit. Okay, so I've been all the way around now. Evidently I made plenty of concrete mix, because I've been able to fully upgrade a whole lot. I put my steps back in again, and up there the forms are finally sort of coming off as well, so that's good. That's fairly good timing. Took a little while for them all to set completely, but we're going to get on with the job because times are wasting. 11:22. And the whole thing looks a bit weird at the moment. Plus, I forgot that this block here was supposed to be a ramp block, so I've had to take that out and I put it back in again. I knew I'd do something like that. This is the trouble I find if I build on camera. I don't know, I can't concentrate on more than one thing at once. It's pretty bad, really. Okay, plus this is the complicated bit. So this is the bit where I am going to mess up if I mess up at all. So we're going to build this very carefully out of rebar. And boy, do I wish the thing would go the right way around. Yeah, we're going to build this carefully out of rebar and hope... swine. and hope that it's right and make sure that it's right as much as I can before make sure it looks right before I go upgrading it, because as I say, I don't want to be wearing out my tools and no, not there. Yeah, I don't want to be wearing out my tools, breaking it down and wasting my materials at this point, really. Okay, I think, just get that out of my way, it's messing with my head. I think that's right. For this layer, all will become clear with this slightly odd looking design, ultimately. Let me just consult my very poorly done design. Yeah, that looks like it. Okay, so yeah, this is another experiment. How could base design be anything other, really? No clue how well it's going to work, if it will do what I intend it to do, or anything, but I'm going to give it a good go. It's not built for looks, that's for one thing. As I say, it's one of these designs that, you know, probably looks a little bit weird, actually. Not even out the corner of my eye. Did I do that one? Yeah, the ramp frame's a bit difficult to tell whether you've actually upgraded them or not. Okay, so some more concrete. And I should have enough concrete to finish the job. Up. There we go. That sort of looks right, I hope. And then the top part, I'm running out of rebar here, but I'm not. I've got stacks of the stuff, but you know, I have uses for it elsewhere in the base too, so I don't want to run out. The top part looks more or less like, you swine, you which way around with that, like that, like that. I think that's it. Does that look right? Well, I sure hope so. Don't think I can reach all the way over here from that. And at this point, I'm just crossing my fingers that I've got enough wood as well. Yup. Okay, so this is as tall as the structure goes. So that's the extent of it. Put those away. We're going to have some concrete left over as well, which is no tragedy because, again, I will definitely have a use for that. And there we go. Finally, that is kind of what it looks like up here. Alright, so that is the top of my base, which kind of looks like a hopper. Oh, no, I don't want to fall down there right now. So we're just gonna take a little look at that. So it's a slightly bizarre looking structure, as I say, but yeah, it has a function and hopefully it will fulfill that function. Alright, so the next bit is a slightly boring bit, which I'm going to do off camera because it requires me to get lots of these. Look at the state of that. What is that? Because no, that's what we call them now. Wood log spikes. Now, I haven't used wood log spikes for a good long while, but we're needing lots and lots of those. So Let's see how many of them we can make. At the moment we have got 52. Now I have not absolutely calculated, but this trench is 3 by 3. Sorry, 3 by, oh my gosh, 15. I'm going to need a lot of them. And without kind of getting a calculator on the job now, yeah, we're going to need a lot of trees to do that with. But there is one more thing that we need to do, actually, before we get on to that. And let's not forget. Going to need these as well. I'm going to need my spade. So I'll probably do this off camera as well, because even with durability set to 25, it's going to take me a little while to go around here. And I dare say I'm going to have to endure my character huffing and puffing a fair bit as well. So, you can join me in a sec when I've done this. And we're almost back around again. There we go. Okay, there we are. If that wasn't immediately obvious why I was doing that. Why did you just do that? No, 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 no. Oh, gosh. I hate these frames. Just, like, go the way I want you to go. I just don't get it. Okay. Ignoring the corners. Basically, the idea with this... No, 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 not the corners. Is that we do this. We have a slope going down, and we have that on all 4 sides. So we're going to need actually to do that as well. That, no, was obviously not going to work. Okay. Whatever, I'm just going to ignore it for the moment. Oh, you lie! I really would like these frames to be a little bit more intelligent in their placing. Now, chances are I'm going to need, and this is why I didn't do this, you know, wasn't sure whether to do this straight away or not. I'm going to need to make some more of these things. For heaven's sake, turn the right way. I'm going to need to make some more of these things. Because, yeah, I haven't crafted enough of them yet. But, so I might be inviting a nice heat map horde, so might end up at this rate with a video of me versus the heat map horde. Like that. Because I've got my little forge going 10 to the dozen to make me enough iron to make enough of these. But I might not need too much. I don't know how far are these going to go. Oh, I went the wrong way. I need to move that now. What? Okay. Yeah, I can't face the right way to place these because I'll walk off the edge. Yeah, they just want to face me, these frames. And I can't place it there, because I'm standing there. Okay, whatever. Okay, this is perhaps easier. Who'd have thought this would, part of the process would take quite as long as it has. You know what? I've almost got enough. I literally just need 2 more there. So that's pretty cool. And then I want to put, oh, come on, like, you know, like that in the corners as well. So all that's going to need upgrading as well. So we're kind of far from finished with the outside here. So I'm going to be putting in some more late nights with the forge one way or another. Yeah, I'm missing a frame there as well. Okay. There we go. So we're not absolutely done here yet. I do have some that I'll be doing a little bit more upgrading before I'm done, but first I am going to go and see if I can get some more wood log spikes. So I'll see you guys when I've chopped down a few trees. Okay, so time is getting on, and much as I'm a little bit concerned that if I start laying these spikes now I'm gonna impale myself on them, I am gonna put a few in, and I have to be a little bit careful about how I do this as well, because I don't want to, you know, paint myself into a corner. I do have my exit strategy over here. And the other thing that I need to remember when I'm doing this really is that I need to upgrade these spikes as I go. I don't know if it's going to be very difficult to get at the spikes once I've laid them for a start off, but I don't know if the glitch has been worked out yet, whereby the spikes ended up getting, you know, destroyed or just disappeared by the zombies if they weren't upgraded. So I'm going to at least upgrade them part way. I don't have any iron on me to, unless I trash these, I don't have any scrap iron on me to do any more sort of upgrading with them yet, but I'm just going to do a few of them here. And I think what I'll do to start with is I'll just go round the outside so that I can actually get at the spikes. And I only want to do a few because I don't want... So I'm having to do this kind of almost four times, because the first time I repair it, so it's kind of weird that you first put them down, they're already damaged, which I don't know, is kind of glitching out at the moment, so I'm guessing that's something that's going to be patched out of them. Okay, and we just got one more there. And I'm going to just leave that like that for the moment. I'm actually going to put these up over here in my chest as a work in progress, and then I'm actually going to spend the rest of the time that I have today, which is limited. Where's my wood frames gone? There. Oops, that's not what I meant. There we go. It's going to have to head off soon. I'm going to spend the rest of the time that I have just doing a bit of upgrading of these frames here. And I'll upgrade as far as I can. Have I run out? Yeah, I've run out of wood already. So that's it. That's all I can do. That's all she wrote, because I've spent all the wood I had in, in upgrading those guys down there. So that's pretty much it. That's all I can do today, really, unless I put down some more wood spikes, which maybe I could do. But I am actually going to have to go back down here again. So I don't really want to place too many of them, because I don't want to be heist by my own petard. I know from long and literally painful experience that these things are just, well, lethal. I mean, that's kind of why I've decided to use some, but oh, that was stupid. Now I can't actually upgrade them, can I? So I hope no zombies fall down here, otherwise if they still glitch out, this lot are just gonna, well, glitch out and disappear, and I'll have invisible spikes down here. So I very much hope that that isn't the case, because if it is, I'm in stuck. In fact, I ain't going anywhere. I'm just gonna assume that my world is quiet enough to take this risk and to go back late enough, but I don't want to leave those. Okay, I don't want to leave those unupgraded. That was a little bit of a lack of thought on my part there. Because the last thing I want, if that glitch still is active, the last thing I want is for any of these get sort of deactivated and just turned into invisible wood spikes by, I don't know, a zombie or anything that might possibly fall down there. I'm going to leave my scaffolding in place for the moment, but I am going to put the things that I don't need at my base in here, because I'm going to need them at this base. Feathers can come with me. They need to go there as well. Put with glass jars, but concrete can stay there, the bucket needs to stay there. And then the more stuff I've got here, the less I have to remember to bring with me the next time around. So we're going to call it good, and we are going to hoof it quick sharp back to the biome and back to the temporary base. Not sure if I can be bothered getting Piggy there. I probably haven't got anywhere to put the meat anyway, because I'm all out of space in my little temporary base. So there we go. My base is still not finished, and what I will probably do is some work on it off camera, and you can see kind of where it's going now, what it's supposed to look like. And so the next time you see me, the next time I do an episode, I will probably have more or less finished what we've started today. And and then in the next building episode, base building episode, I will be finishing it off completely, and then as I say, that is just the defensive part of it, the part of it that's above ground, the pillbox if you like. And then, hey, who killed this dude? It wasn't me, I wasn't even here. Anyway, so there you go. So thank you guys for watching me today, this video, and I hope you'll join me for the next one to see how my base progresses. And I hope no zombies are around, because they're about to mob me at full speed if they are. But hey, I have my coffee if I need it. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and until I see you next, happy gaming and keep surviving. Bye bye.